probably hear us.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kingdoms Queens podcast. We are back in season 2 with you guys here for our second episode with another one of our awesome draft picks, which we are so excited about that he is joining us, Mr. Nic James, who is a cornerback. It's always, I don't like saying those words. Quarterback and cornerback sounds way too similar.
They're very similar.
But anyway, I'm your host, Lexi.
I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Jodi. I'm like, I wonder if we got him to do an outfit change.
We told him he was wearing Chargers colors, so we had to
get on him before we got in here. But it's all right. Man, I'm excited for this week, y'all.
Me too.
Me too. So without further ado, I want to bring our guest on. Nic James is going to join us here. Hello, Nic. How are you?
Hey, Nic.
I'm doing good. What about you?
We're
good.
Doing good.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I had to just go ahead and do that real quick. I didn't even think about it until y'all said something.
Did you put your AirPod in?
Yeah, I do.
It's making a
You
little
sound
vibration
fuzzy now.
Okay, no, it should be good now.
Mm.
Is it the same now?
I don't know why it's being a little.
You changed something for 5 minutes. You did something different.
It's out now. It should be good.
Oh, that's better. That sounds great.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Darn
Cool.
Apple and their AirPods, man.
I know. He's such a techie. Well, Nic, we're so glad to have you here. You've been a chief now for what? How many days has it been?
A couple weeks now, right?
I think a week or so.
Like 7 days now you've been a chief. How does it feel?
Kind of like off the cloud 9 from the draft feeling. And you get, I guess when you get in there, it kind of changes quick. You see how the perspective switches over. It still feels good, though, just knowing that, you check something off kind of major.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to learn more about you. So can you tell us kind of about your football journey through high school and college, or your family, any hardships or milestones that you've had to deal with or experience in your life? We just, Chiefs Kingdom would love to get to know you, Nic.
I say I always was a football player, just from a real young age. Never really nothing, crazy. Played regular little league in the city. My dad kind of pushed me into it when I was little. Grew up with a whole bunch of siblings. I was always pretty much the youngest. I was the youngest for a minute. I got 5 brothers, 2 sisters, a couple younger ones now. So it's kind of cool. I can get them something to look up to. But yeah, I was really just a football player. Played from probably till I was 6, all the way through high school. High school was as regular as it get. That's what I say. I played freshman, JV, varsity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had a regular kind of football story, I would say. Around the time I was coming out of school, I got a couple offers and went somewhere that I felt like was home. I say I did good enough for myself there to make it out of there, and now I'm here. So it's cool because, I think it's like it's a regular kind of, coming of age story, but the ending was real. It was, it was something to be proud of. I'm happy with it.
That's awesome.
I'm like, for the listeners, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit.
Oh, okay. So were you a Lions fan then?
Yeah, I was up until about 2 weeks ago.
Until 2 weeks ago.
That's okay.
Now we have to play them this season.
At least you're used to Midwest weather. You can say that. You're used to snow and sleet and all the terrible weather that comes with it. So.
Yeah, I figured it might even be better out there. It was just 90 degrees over the weekend. It was
wonderful.
Unexpected. Yeah, that. It never comes that early over here though. But it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out playing soccer. It was hot. Oof.
So then we want to know, like, what your overall draft experience was like. Like, were you expecting to be drafted where you were, higher or lower? And then also, where were you when you got the call? Were you having like a party with your people kind of thing? Or just tell us about your draft experience.
For sure. We definitely went into it that day expecting to be drafted really anywhere day 3. Because, how day 3 kind of goes. It just turns into runs, certain positions just kind of get going. So we really felt good about anywhere in day 3. It was no team in particular. I say it was a handful. I don't know if this was or wasn't one, but I say, yeah, we probably felt good about really anybody at that point because, DBs kind of just go, by the dozen. So as they started going as it got later into the day, yeah, we probably didn't expect it to get that late, but I mean, it came right on time to me. So, it came. I was in the city with my people. I had a small little venue, had some of my closest people with me. It was cool. I got kind of to share it, with everybody I wanted around.
Yeah. Well, Kansas City loves our rookie DBs. So
much.
they've had really good success here in the past 2 years. So we're excited to have you.
I'm anxious to see, just how they did it because that's something I felt like I could see myself doing, and it was cool. 'Cause, I mean, it's the Chiefs, everybody team that just won it, so you just get happy when you think about the situation you're finna walk into.
Yeah,
that's actually my next question for you. Did you have an idea Kansas City was going to draft you, or I know you just said there were a few places in mind that you were thinking about, but what was it like when you got that call? Who called you? Was it Andy? Was it Beach? Who called you?
Yeah, it was the GM.
We're nosy.
Yeah,
we are.
It was cool. It was the GM. I got to talk to Coach Reed and a couple of other position coaches. It was real cool just to hear them say, that they about to turn my card over. I think that was something that really set it in. All right, this ain't them calling on draft day to see how you feeling, how you ain't, it's happening. So I didn't really care who it was, at that time, really. It's just the feeling that it was somebody. Then it really set in, man, it's the Chiefs, that's not regular, So I probably didn't even see that coming. I mean, I felt good about teams, but you don't really know who you think is gonna draft you. I mean, some guys might have, but I really didn't. I kind of just had some good gut feelings, but this was probably the best surprise of the day.
Did you have? I mean, I'm gonna butt in here real quick, but did you have a lot of meetings at different teams, or how many did you visit any facilities, or?
I didn't have 30 visits, but I went to the Shrine game in February, and I met informally with pretty much all 32, and then I got invited to the combine. And from there, I had a formal, and I met with pretty much the rest of the league from there. Then, I had pro day, and I had meetings and stuff before and all after that. So it was kind of just there wasn't really much else, kind of to see. At this point, we was really just trying to finish checking the boxes, run how we wanted to, and do all that stuff. The combine, I felt like we interviewed good. So I was kind of just hoping I impressed everybody. So my options was open.
Yeah.
It's so funny you say that because, we spoke with Keandre last week and he was like, I only met with the Chiefs once, one time, and that was it. He was like, I had no clue. So it's always great to hear everyone's different perspective on, oh my God, it's the Chiefs calling me and this is what we're doing next. So I love that.
Yeah, I definitely heard from him a few times before. And I say that's what I meant. Yeah, it's a list of teams I feel good about. I felt good about them. I wouldn't say yeah, I knew they was gonna pick because you really don't know till they go down.
Yeah. Well, so can you tell us a little bit about rookie minicamp? We heard you had the play of the weekend coming down with that interception that has been all over Chiefs Twitter. So it was great. Nice work. But what was it like meeting Andy Reid for the first time and seeing the Chiefs facility, getting your jersey? Just what was your overall experience like at rookie minicamp?
It's all those initial setting in moments just because yeah, I mean, it's all the rookies, but it's your first, you putting the helmet on for the first time, you're going out there for the first time, you're competing. So it just sets in that you're on a new team, you're really starting the dream that you put together super long ago. Being in front of Andy Reid was cool just because, it's not like you just looking at Andy Reid through a screen like that's your coach. You can see, just the standards, the way they hold the place to it. it was hot. You got out there, it was hot, and they was getting right to it. That's another thing about it. Like I guess, this level, they don't waste any time. They talked about the pace. It was definitely up, as promised. They just get you, I think it's a good taste to get ready for, like, what's really about to come. I think they do
Yeah.
a real good job up there, just making sure you really see, like, all right, this is what you about to get into, so make sure you're ready for it when the time comes. But it definitely, it's fun. I definitely wouldn't say it was fun. The play felt good just to, be able to give my people, something to look at. If they wondering kind of how it's going out here, what I'm getting into, I feel like, it's always good just to have a moment you can hang your hat on, feel like you belong. So it's cool. It's football again, but it's like I never really imagined it before. It's bigger than that.
And even just like, I know we did this with Keandre too, but we've been watching a lot of your tape and whatnot so you went to Ball State, which I know isn't like as big of a school, but it's still a big school. And you were kind of a ball hawk. Like I was just watching some of it today. I'm like, he is just always right there, right at the right time.
That long length, we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like we've kind of said too, it's like Veach, our general manager, Brett Veach, he really tends to hit on those later round cornerbacks. And, we had Jalen Watson and Joshua Williams last season that came in. And both made huge plays. Especially throughout the playoffs. Like they both had interceptions in both games, or Jalen had one in both games. Joshua had one against the Bengals. So,
which we loved.
Yes. So like so I think there's just a lot of opportunity for you on our team. So I'm excited to see how it goes for you. So that's awesome. But let's see. So did you have a relationship with any of our other draft picks like before you got here? Did you know anyone else that we drafted, or was it?
I knew. Well, I really more so recently. Like I met kind of briefly, just because we played against each other. I got to play against Sky Moore a couple times, so like I knew, of him. Like we cool guy. I definitely knew about him. Really, kind of that's it. And we weren't even like I just knew who he was. I speak to him and stuff. But like I met Rasheed Rice in training. I didn't know until the day before that he ended up here. So that was kind of cool. Just like I had just met him, but like I didn't really like know anybody before I got out here. Like it's a handful of guys like I knew from other events.
Yeah.
But as far as I know that guy. We hang up like I never knew anybody that they had there. So it's kind of cool though just to have met people before though on the team.
I bet. Like it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable when you walk into the facility and you're seeing all of these things, especially up at Arrowhead. So
right.
I could definitely understand that. My question for you is, what was it like the moment you met Andy Reid, or what was it like the moment you walked into Arrowhead and you seen the training facility, and they were putting brand new paint up too? So you got to see that we got our third Super Bowl too. So what was it like just experiencing the different coaches, seeing the facility, getting your number?
Well, that was definitely crazy because I got to so I picked my number a couple days before I went out there, and to see it, like it's the practice jersey, but it's it's yours. Your name on it is hanging up. That's that's yours to to do battle with. So that was cool. I say that first team meeting that we had, like football meeting in the morning, where Andy Reid held the meeting. Well, he started off the meeting. That was cool to me just because he really it makes him feel like your coach. You getting addressed by a guy that you looked at, watched his teams and everything for a while. So that was definitely cool. And you see how how they run stuff here and how he likes things, and you kind of start to know how to fall in line. I think it's cool that it's Andy Reid though, because everybody got high praise for Andy Reid.
Yeah, he definitely like arguably, obviously we think this, but he's the best coach in the league right now.
He is the best coach.
I mean, you're playing for a legend, so.
So if you can notice one thing about Chiefs fans, we are overly confident about everything about our team. You will learn that very shortly, how much Chiefs Kingdom will take you in and love you like you're our own.
And we will go to battle for you all day long.
I know you're on Twitter. You will see us as we get closer to the season fighting on Twitter for y'all and having y'all back. So that may be a new atmosphere for you, but hey, it's just what we do here in Chiefs Kingdom. We do.
I will feel good. Yeah, I will feel good about everything.
Yeah.
You'll
Well,
see us arguing with like Bengals and Bills fans. Like it's.
Oh, I stay out of that. I don't have the negativity in my life for that. There's too much. I'm going to take a question from one of our listeners, Blake. He wants to know, who is the player you're really looking forward to playing with, and who is the person you're looking to like make a play against on a opposing team potentially?
Well, I mean, easy answer. The first one, is Pat Mahomes. Everybody want to play with Pat Mahomes, and I'm be on the other side, but it's gonna be cool just to see what makes him him. You know what I'm saying? Every day in the building, that's definitely gonna be cool. There's really a lot of guys, but obviously, like standout guys like Mahomes, Kelsey. You want to see like what makes him great. To go against, I probably couldn't pick one person. I really just say just all of them. Like we got a super competitive schedule. I got to see like the teams and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the big names that we get to see and all the venues we get to play in. I think it's a overseas game or something like that. Like we got, it's just really the moments. That's kind of what I'm most excited for. Just playing with the defending champs in some of those big games this year.
Yeah,
no pressure.
I mean, in our schedule, I know we all can't wait until Thursday just because we see all of the heavy hitter teams that we go against.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get so many great offenses and defenses going into this year. So I personally cannot wait to get to Banner Night and to see who our first game of the season is. And just to see how y'all perform on the field. I know walking in the Arrowhead your first time under the lights with the crowd there and the stadium roaring, that's going to be a great moment for you. And just soak it in and take it all in because it's going to be amazing.
That's really what I'm waiting for. That's kind of what these next couple months, signifies to me, just making sure I ensure myself a chance at that. So when I get there, it can, like really have that moment. It's nothing like, that first game. You know how they do. They get pretty much all, the primetime games. That's who you want to see. So being able to walk out, under that'll be, to earn the opportunity like that, that'll be cool.
And you got a whole bunch of siblings, so you got a whole bunch of tickets to give away.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make sure I do what I got to do because I got my people, they planning for this. I want to give them something to look forward to.
They all gonna want to be at Arrowhead. It's a great time. Am I the person with the next question? Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's Lexi. Sorry, it just started thundering here, so my dog is terrified of thunder, so I may be muted a little more than normal.
Same, it's thundering here too.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of jumping all over the board on these questions. So
sorry.
I did want to know, this is just random, but did you hear any rumblings of who we might be playing that first game? You want to give any spoiler alerts?
No, we don't really get no info. We kind of.
All right, I thought I'd ask.
As far as rookies go, they might have, but like as far as rookies go, we really don't. We don't know anything. Like it's crazy. Like we don't even know, sometimes what we about to do to the end of the week. So no, I don't really know. I'm kind of just keeping up as much as I am with y'all, really. Just going with the flow.
I do.
Because you're not even in Kansas City right now, right? You went back.
We had Minicamp for the weekend, and then we go back soon though.
Okay.
So I want to know, just reputation wise, when you're playing in college, what is the reputation of the Chiefs? I know amongst NFL fans, if you're not a Chiefs fan, we're becoming one of the most hated teams because we win and
we're the villains,
all that kind of stuff. And then I know Patrick Mahomes, is he looked at as virtually the best quarterback amongst all you?
Yeah, I mean, it's the best team. It's the best team with the best player in the league. So that's I think that's how it's probably looked at, across football in general. It's the best team in the league. They got the best quarterback in the league. That's kind of how I feel like if you don't even know nothing about football, you probably know that about the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'd agree. So my question for you is, what player in the league, and maybe one of y'all asked this, but past, present, future, did you look up to as a role model or inspiration, or that gave you that motivation to be the great player that you are today?
I really looked up to a lot of people. I probably didn't really look into corners till I started playing it and started kind of to shape my game after guys. I always I liked a lot of the modern guys. Like Jalen Ramsey was always cool. He was the dude, really still is. He was the dude to look up to at corners. Pat Pete was big. And then, we had Sherman, Revis and stuff like that. So them was always the guys, the main guys. I think when I was real little, everybody like Reggie Bush, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a corner like that. Just whoever like all the dudes was, but mainly like the big corners for me the last couple of years.
Has anyone in our current corner room reached out to you?
I follow, like a couple of the guys I came in with, and then one of the guys on the team, he hit me up. He was Jalen Watson. They ain't like say too much, but like I connected with some of the guys on social media. I ain't really got to meet none of them in person though.
Awesome. Well, and I just so you said when you started playing corner, what did you play before then? Did you play something different?
I didn't. I flipped to corner my junior year of high school.
What were you prior?
I was really just a receiver, pretty much.
I feel like a lot of wide receivers.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So, what made you decide to transition, or did your coach?
This my build. It was kind of more like a coaching thing.
Yeah.
It's my build is a little more like cherished, I guess, at DB. Than receiver, and it was just a good time in my development to get a jump on it. I don't really know. Everybody kind of where I'm from plays DB or wide receiver, so it was bound to happen at one point.
Yeah.
That makes sense why you would be more of a ball hawk too. Exactly. If you've got the wide receiver hands from playing and being able to transition that to corner. We like that.
I mean, especially if you said you started playing football in elementary school and you didn't transition until high school. Yeah, that's great. Did you play any other sports too, like basketball or anything?
Yeah, I played a bunch of positions growing up. I played basketball for a little bit. Like I was like 5 till I was like 12, but it was kind of like whatever.
You weren't.
I played baseball for a long time. I started when I was 7. I probably stopped playing baseball around the time I was 14 because I started running track in high school. And then then I ran track.
Man, multi-letter athlete. Okay.
Yeah.
All you guys are such athletes.
I know.
I mean, I think that's part of their magic, right? That's part of why they're so talented and so good at what they do, just being an athlete. So we kind of touched on it a little bit, but how do you feel like you'll be going up against the best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes, and our number one offense every day in practice? How do you envision that making you a better player?
I see a lot of teaching moments. That's kind of, however you want to frame that, because it's always going to be, it don't really matter who you go against. You're going to find your way. It's through trial and error. I always say that's how I go. I look forward to a lot of trial and error, a lot of successes too, but it's the necessary trial and error when you consider the type of guys that you're going to get to see on a daily basis. But I think it can only be for the better. I think it's something it's a challenge I'm ready to accept. I think it's something I can adapt to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you're definitely on the Chiefs. You're going to be going up against like pretty much every top wide receiver in the league this next season. So
it's true. Yeah.
So I guess on that note, like I'm sure you've heard a little bit here and there, but what games are you most looking forward to? Like what's circled for you?
He said
I think I saw in there, I want to say we played the Lions. That'll be kind of like a full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
Just playing with the guys I grew up idolizing and watching. Just this time last year, I'm full-time Lions fan. So no, that'll be something that's surreal for me. And I think really the first time we get to play, I want to say I saw the Jets on there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I grew up a Lions fan, so getting to see like Aaron Rodgers in person and getting a chance to like, compete against him and stuff like that and really see how it operates. Like all this stuff kind of excites me just because the guys I got to grow up looking to. But I definitely say those two the most just because they hit the closest to home.
Yeah, and we play the Lions in Kansas City. I wanted to go really quickly. We played the Lions in Kansas City and we played the Jets there. So
we play the Packers in Lambeau, so that'll be probably a cool moment for you too, even though Aaron Rodgers isn't there anymore, but still.
Yeah, still Lambeau Field. That'll be cool.
Yeah. That's iconic. That's on my bucket list. I definitely want to visit that stadium, and everybody laughs at me because I want to go during a cold weather game.
No, I do too. I'm gonna join you. We'll go together.
A cold weather game. So Nick, what is something that you would want Chiefs fans to know about you? What are you going to bring to this team, this organization, to make them all fall in love with you?
I really just think, the same approach I always brought to it, probably just a more refined version, just keeping my nose down, ready to work for it. I feel like that's something that's gotten me far, just my approach to the game, what I get out of it every day, what I, expect to do when I come in the doors. I think that's how I take to it, and the bettering myself and trying to find my role here and stick. I think that's something I've always done well, just maximize my role. So I know once you get to this level of sports, that's kind of how you stick around for a while. So I definitely plan to do that.
I love it. And I will say, the one thing I learned about our rookie class last year is, we already know what it's like being under Andy Reid. And I mean, we're just fans, so we don't really know much, right? But we know that he trains y'all hard, that the playbook is hard. I mean, the rookie spoke to that last year, and it was really nice to see how they all came together and really built like a family bond so they could all grow together.
They had like a little study group and everything. Yeah.
So I can't wait to see how they mentor you guys, because they were so great and they were champions in their first year. And I know that they all want that same exact thing for you guys as well. So I can't wait to see the impact that they make on y'all, so y'all can feel so much better in your role, because we know this can be intimidating going into it, right? So I just think it's going to be great. And, I know there's going to be adversity that comes, but I just want to encourage you to keep your head up. And there's going to be great days and there's going to be tough days, and you're going to be just fine. And the Kingdom's going to love you regardless. So.
Thank you. I think that's something that took me far before I got here. Just having, guys that did it right come before you. So that's going to be cool. I know it's a whole lot of firsts, on the way. So just having something cool to fall back on to get me through it, that's going to be good. I'm excited to see, how I fit in all this. That's what I want to see.
Do you get on YouTube ever?
You said, do I what?
Get on YouTube ever?
Jodi, talk about the franchise.
To watch like highlights and like.
Well, so have you watched the franchise yet?
No, that's a show.
Right.
It's a Chiefs show, yeah.
So because we are the Kansas City Chiefs and we're the best football team in the whole entire organization and in the world, we have a TV show. And it's called The Franchise. And they do every single week throughout the season, just the build up to it, during the game, after the game, and what's happening.
It's kind of like the Chiefs version of Hard Knocks. But it's just
like Hard Knocks. Yeah, I watch Hard Knocks.
1,000 times better.
Yeah, it's great.
So I know you got a little bit of time right now until you have to report back to the city. I want you to get on YouTube, and I want you to go to the Chiefs page, and I want you to watch The Franchise just last season. And then you'll see just a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, like about the players, and it shows the build-up through the Bengals game to the Jags game, the playoff game, to the Eagles game where we beat them in the Super Bowl, the parade, the city. Go watch it. So, like, I know you're already excited to be here, but, like, I watch The Franchise every single week. So that is
so good.
How much I love this team, but it's just really good. So
it starts during training camp. Like it starts in training camp. Yeah,
you'll be on it too, right? So I mean, now you can, kind of when you see a camera, fix your hair, do whatever you got to do to make sure you look good. We're all going to be watching The Franchise every single week.
And if you make a big play, they're probably going to make the next episode about you. So
yeah, right.
It's true.
That's what they do.
Yeah, Blake goes, wait till Nick meets Randy Reid.
Right. So that's your homework assignment until you have to get back to Kansas City. You got to go at least watch a couple episodes or just start at the end. The end is so good. Just play.
No, I'm going to check it out for sure, see what it's about.
It's great. So speaking of Kansas City, have you got to try any of the Kansas City famous barbecue yet when you guys were here?
No, I didn't. We was in and out kind of quick. I'm trying to really like get adapted real quick, kind of get a cooler routine, when I got some time. But we should be staying longer, when we get back. So I'm gonna definitely try stuff when I get back. Because I asked for suggestions from a couple people.
I know.
Yeah, if you put it out on Twitter, Chiefs Kingdom will come and you'll have like a whole thread going.
You'll be like, oh my God, I'm
barbecue joints. You're like, okay, that's
like, why did I ask?
So have they
I got a couple for sure already in mind.
So I do want to ask you, do you have any questions for us and like Chiefs Kingdom, that kind of thing?
Like the fans, the city, like I know it's new for you. Have you ever been to Kansas City prior until now?
No, I've never been to Missouri, period.
And I'm so
glad Missouri.
I'm so glad you know it's in Missouri. Because we had to give Keandre a geographical lesson of Kansas and Missouri and Kansas City being in both.
That's one thing
Yeah,
we're
no,
very
I know
passionate about.
I know it's super close, but no, I know it's in Missouri. I haven't been to Missouri, period, though. This is my first time.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So, what questions do you have for us and Chiefs fans in general in the city and just whatever? What college team you should like, all that.
I guess I really don't know other than like what's the best places to eat. Everything else I kind of just say. I mean, I'm excited to see, you know, how this year go.
Just excited.
But definitely the best food spots. You can always, that's one thing I'm always do. I'm always eat. So yeah, some food spots.
I'm gonna tell you, like, the best barbecue you're gonna get meat wise is probably Gates, right? But Gates,
I heard of that.
You have to be ready to order. They're gonna yell at you. They don't have time to plan.
Yeah, they have. They're like
dessert. Yeah, like if it's food, I'll be the one and got it.
Gates, and then Jack Stack is really good.
Joe's.
Jack Stack like the best wine.
I think those are the top three. Joe's, Jack Stack, and Gates. Those are the top three.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
there are some hidden gems. Like, I honestly don't think you can find bad barbecue. Though there is one place, but I don't necessarily want to like shout it out on here just in case they ever decide to sponsor us. But like there's one place I'll tell you later off camera. I don't think it's worth it.
But I mean, there's actually, I know it's hard to believe, but there is more good food in Kansas City besides.
It's true.
There is. Actually, there's a lot of good food here.
Like Minsky's Pizza is probably the best pizza.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. If you go to Minsky's Pizza, ask for the old version of buffalo chicken pizza, not the new version with random carrots on it, but the old version, the original version. I'm very passionate about this. I apologize. Of the Minsky's buffalo chicken pizza. Oh,
we're foodies. We like to eat too.
It's to die for. It's so good.
We like to eat too. But no, I mean, and there's just a lot of great things to do in Kansas City as well. We're very passionate about all of our sports teams. Once you move there, you'll realize that the KU, MU, K-State beef is real.
Yes.
It is real. KU's only 45 minutes from Kansas City, Jayhawks. Mizzou is only 2.5 hours.
They're like an hour and a half, isn't it? No, that's Springfield. I should know. I went to Mizzou. I should know this.
It's like 2 hours. Yeah. It doesn't really matter, but
maybe I sped too much going down 70. I don't know.
So we love all sports. Sporting KC and the Royals, even though they're not good right now, but we love them.
Sporting KC won a game last weekend. Okay.
The Royals are in the bottom of
the Royals. They won.
So there's that.
There's positivity. Okay.
Now you see why Kansas City is very passionate about their Chiefs because they're winners.
I saw I was definitely always big on baseball. I saw the Royals Stadium right next to Arrowhead, so
yeah,
I probably went to a Royals game for sure.
Yeah.
What did you think of like Arrowhead and just being there for the first time?
It was nice. We got to go inside for a little bit where we ate it, and like some of the views we got to see from like I want to say it was one of the like lower middle boxes.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's just, just being able to see. I ain't got to like go down and really like stand in it, and kind of see. That's what I'm waiting for real. I'm sure it's everything I probably imagine.
Well, tickets go on sale starting on Friday, so I'm very sure that our home opener is going to sell out in minutes because it normally does. So
it's the loudest stadium in the league.
It is.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I played in some pretty loud stadiums in college. I'm sure that's nothing compared to what this is. So I got to make sure I get a chance at that for sure.
132.2, right?
Yeah, 132.
Okay, I'm like, wait, I'm not messing that up. And we've been the loudest stadium for a really long time. It's real when you walk in and they hand the fans earplugs because they expect you to. I lose my voice every game. So no, I can't wait for you to experience it all. We're all going to try to hit training camp.
I wanted to ask too, how did you decide on the number 31?
I just didn't really have a lot of options. I felt like it was one of the better ones available. It had a 1 in it. I wore number 1 in college.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay.
I feel like I could pull it off for sure. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, yeah, give me 31.
There you go. I love it. Well, yeah, I don't have anything else for you, Nick. I'm just very excited that you're here. I'm excited that you're going to help enhance our secondary that's already been great. I can't wait until you meet Chris Jones and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And I'm biased right now. My favorite person is look, Trent McDuffie, that's my favorite person right now. So I can't wait until you meet all of these great men who are on this team. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just hyped for sure. I've been watching really everybody down to the last year rookie guys. I didn't see all these guys before, so
we were saying
it's
like
gonna be cool when the vets get there for sure.
Yeah, we do not feel bad for you going up against like Kadarius Toney in practice. So
Not at all.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Good luck. If you could tell your family one thing, what would you tell them?
Really just thank you and just keep watching. Everything that they put into this. All the investments that they made. And sacrifices for me. I feel like make good on some return. So just thank you and keep watching.
Absolutely. And to go off of that, if there's a young kid looking up at you right now and they're, starting their football journey or they're struggling or something, what would you tell that young kid right now to keep them motivated?
Just patience. Patience is key. I would say nothing's more important than the main goal, regardless of how far away it is. Patience is key because I've definitely been there before. And when you really get, what you've been waiting for, you realize, it was worth the wait.
Absolutely.
Great answer.
I love it. And he has siblings too, so he has to be a role model no matter what.
Yeah,
for sure.
Are you the oldest, youngest, somewhere in the middle?
No, I'm like number 6 out of 8, so I was the youngest for a minute.
Okay.
And then it's 2 little ones under me, but it is kind of cool because like I inspire, my older siblings and stuff like that. They take a lot of pride in me, so it feels good.
That's awesome. Do you have any siblings that play football?
No, I don't. I wish. I really started because my brother played. Like when I was like first walking, talking, whatever. Like my brother played pretty much my whole childhood, so that's what got me into it because I was around it all the time.
That's awesome.
6 out of 8. Woo!
Yeah.
I can only imagine what the household.
I've got 2 when I can't imagine.
But yeah, it definitely was. It was a lot of company.
Yeah, my house is pure chaos with 2 children and me. So
Yeah.
Props to you guys. Props.
Yeah, your mother, she's a saint.
Yeah.
That's the goat. So
yeah, give it up to mom for sure.
And happy Mother's Day to your mom this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, and to all of our listeners.
Yes.
To all of our listeners, happy Mother's Day to you. This is a sentimental day for me, and you guys know why. So we love Mother's Day. We love our mamas. Happy Mother's Day. Chrissy, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be spending it coaching 9 soccer games at the soccer fields this weekend. So
that's dedication right there.
Yeah.
Well, Nic, we are so glad you joined us. This is probably the best birthday gift that you could have gave me. So thank you.
Yeah, Jodi's birthday was yesterday. If you want to wish her happy birthday.
Wow, happy belated.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. I know we've had you now for about 40 minutes. So thank you for spending this much time with us. I know I said it already. I can't wait to see what happens for you this season. I know that you're going to come in and make a huge impact. Chiefs Kingdom's going to love you. They already love you just based off of your Minicamp clip. Oh my God.
I also saw
that 13-second clip,
They are obsessed.
I also saw Mitch Holthus, the voice of the Chiefs. He said that was the best play of the week. That's a pretty big compliment coming from him. He's covered the Chiefs for
he's the
years now. So
yeah.
And he said he was the best player. So I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
So what's your homework assignment?
So watch a couple episodes of the franchise.
Yes. Make sure you
definitely watch the Super Bowl one because you're gonna be like, okay, I need.
No, he has to watch the one before it and the one up.
Yeah, both of them.
Technically, you just need to go all the way back to Burrowhead. You got to go to the Bengals game and then just watch those 4 episodes.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tap in with the last few for sure. I feel like I like sports docs.
And then, yeah.
Where can people follow you? Where can Chiefs Kingdom follow you?
I got the same 2 handles for everything. I got Instagram, show out NJ. It's just my initials, and the same thing for Twitter is just the _. That's pretty much it.
Perfect. Well, feel free to join us again, mid-season if you want. We'd love to catch up again and just hear about how it's all going for you. So if you want to come back.
Oh yeah, got to make sure I stick by my place, and then when I get there, we'll for sure double back.
That'd be awesome.
If you need somebody to give you encouragement, you got us three. We will help.
100%.
I appreciate it.
We're
Thank you. I
always
appreciate
here.
it.
We're always here for you.
Right.
No, I'm definitely gonna need it. It's about to get real.
And just so you know, Chiefs Kingdom gets a little emotional, so just beware of that.
You just gotta ignore us, man. You just gotta ignore us.
I'm still like the annoying positive one though. I feel like
we all try to be. We try to be
we try to be positive.
We won't yell at you, Nick. We'll yell at Spags. So there's that. I'm like, we won't yell at you. We'll yell at him. It's fine. You'll be safe. It's your first year. You'll be safe.
No, we don't get mad at rookies. Come on.
Next year, different story.
I hope I'm giving a reason to get mad.
Right.
No, we're supportive. We're like the loving bunch of,
We are. Oh, and just so you know, also, we usually do spaces on Twitter too. We have spaces just randomly throughout the weeks with all of Chiefs Kingdom. I kind of told you that when we were connecting. And then it's just a lot of Chiefs fans that want to come in and ask you questions. So we know the next few weeks of your life are going to be chaos. But if you feel like you want to jump into a space and just answer questions for Chiefs Kingdom, they will be all on board for that.
I'd love to talk to you.
They'll be starstruck. Oh, my goodness.
Well, we appreciate you, Nick. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
No, thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
No. Yes. Well, go get some dinner. Go watch some basketball. Go watch the franchise and have a great night.
Definitely. Y'all too. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
He's so sweet.
He's so sweet. Sorry about my dogs, everybody. We get like the first thunderstorm in forever, and my dogs don't know what that is anymore. So
we haven't had a thunderstorm in forever.
Right. Well, not here in Texas. We've had a whole bunch of chaos.
You have.
Literally. I'm just staying in the house at this point. So
yeah.
Oh, well, that was fun. I think we have another guest next week too, huh?
We do. Look at us coming out hot, season 2.
Yeah, 2 has been cooking. We promise that y'all will just get us 3 one day, but until
probably like the next myth. I don't know. We like having
maybe we'll see.
I don't know. But yeah, we're definitely gonna talk some draft next week.
Yes, we'll definitely be covering draft picks, UDFAs,
Minicamp
we've signed that we're excited.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Unless it's delayed. Is it going to be delayed though?
No, it's not going to be delayed.
They're not delaying it now. I haven't been on Twitter all day, so
7 p.m. Thursday is confirmed. So.
Oh, good.
No,
look at all the drama the NFL had to cook up today.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Central.
I'm like, wait, I was like, no, it said 8. Oh, that makes things interesting. I just had like a whole epiphany, like, oh.
And then something else to look out for is, I don't know if you guys have seen, Chris Jones has been tweeting at Frank Clark the past few days.
And at the Chiefs. He's
trying to recruit him. So
I love that.
Have you ever seen a Chief go from like the full spectrum of emotion from Chiefs fans, like from someone that Chiefs fans were like, oh, we don't want Frank Clark, like get rid of him, and now we're just like, bring him back, like we don't want to see him gone.
Well, those Chiefs fans that didn't want Chris Jones or Psycho. So
yeah, they can just go be a Chargers fan or something.
I know you haven't been on Twitter today.
Go be a Chargers fan.
They can go be a Raiders fan. I know you haven't been on Twitter.
Chargers need some fans, so, and then Raiders are kicking their own fans out of their stadium. So,
But we would love Mama Mahomes. Trust me. We've already had a conversation with Papa Mahomes, so that was great.
I've chatted with Randy a few times, so we'll see if we can make that happen one of these days.
But there's an extra roster spot. So Lexi posted something earlier about the 2 players that we cut and the 1 player that we brought back, which still leaves 1 extra spot on the roster. So I'm like,
right? And we haven't even covered on this show how we have new left tackle Donovan Smith.
Yeah, like we've
got a lot to cover.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good off season, and we got to somehow figure out a way to do all of this before training camp starts, which is really soon. So
yeah. That's crazy. Oh my God. It's May. How did that happen?
Like it takes so long, but then it goes by so fast at the same time.
It's true, because there's never really an actual off season for the NFL. Like it's being talked about constantly.
It's great. Like, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. So we got schedule on Thursday. Amazing.
And then I think after that it gets kind of slow. So then we'll have time to like recap.
Yeah, we'll have some time.
Cover all that stuff. But we're going to try to get some more draft picks. We're going to try to get some more. We do have another special guest coming on next week, so we're really looking forward to that. And having him on. It's a he, just for a subtle hint.
He's from Kansas City. That helps.
He might help cover the Chiefs. So
covers the Chiefs. He has all the teams. So really excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a Chiefs fan and you're not a season ticket holder, tickets go on sale Friday at 9 a.m. I believe 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So all the tickets are gonna fly. So please try to get your tickets before the resellers get them. Okay?
Yeah, for real.
And get your home opener ticket because we got to be loud and proud, and we don't know who we're playing yet, but we can't let them overdo the stadium.
We have to win that game no matter what. So
yeah. Absolutely. So who do y'all think the first game is going to be before we get the schedule?
I think Dolphins. That's my prediction.
That's my prediction too.
Me too. I think Dolphins too.
Yeah.
I think they're going to save Bengals. Oh my God, I sound terrible. I cannot wait to get off of here and blow my nose.
Well, y'all keep talking. I mean,
oh my God. But I think we get Bengals. I can't even say it. I think we get
Bengals.
I think we get Bengals
or Dolphins
in November, December. That's what I was going to say. I think they're going to save the ratings and the money because, the NFL is hungry for money.
Yeah. And then one other thing I want to mention is we are going to have another giveaway coming up soon of a very, very cool. I'll retweet it again on the Kingdoms Queens Twitter page and put it on our Facebook and Instagram too. But of this really, really cool Patrick Mahomes painting, actually done by an Eagles fan.
Crazy.
But he's so talented. So, and it's an amazing painting. So we're going to be doing that soon as well.
Yep.
And a belated happy birthday to our girl Jodi. Someone else just said that too.
Thank you.
All these birthdays, Chrissy and then Jodi.
Chorus season.
We're sorry, Lexi.
Me in July, Leo season.
Right. Well, yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Today was great. Nic is amazing. He's going to be great.
Nic is awesome. I can't wait to see him on our defense and join our cornerback room. I think he's going to be electric. I think he's going to bring a lot
absolutely
to them. He just already sounds confident. He has that quiet confidence.
He seemed like a dog, and I can't wait. He's just just let me cook, y'all.
Yeah. And I was watching his film today. I mean, that guy, he's a ball hawk. He's always just picking off. And
I love that he was a receiver for so long.
Agreed.
And now a corner, it's he understands really how to go after the ball, chase the ball, look for the ball, read the quarterback's eyes. I love that so much. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he's going to – my prediction, way too early season prediction, is he's going to pick off Aaron Rodgers.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I don't know who he's going to pick off, but I definitely think he'll have at least 2 this season. And Trent McDuffie still owes us.
He does. McDuffie, you owe us.
I'm actually going to tweet about that right now to him. But you still owe us.
But no, I think just because too, playing someone like Aaron Rodgers means so much to him.
Absolutely. Well, and I think that Lions will be a game where he does too.
I know.
A reunion, you get to go home and have a reunion. I feel like, when guys get to go home and they're playing against, whatever team they're on, that's the game that they usually are just lights out. So, yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Sorry, it's thundering.
It's very good.
Sorry, it's thundering.
It's thundering too much.
Up here.
Do you want me to attempt to do the closing? Yeah? Okay. Well, guys, we're so glad that you were here. I'm going to really try not to mess this up, so take it with a grain of salt. We're so glad that y'all tapped in with Kingdom Queens for season 2, episode 2, but technically episode 30.
Yeah, it's our 30th episode.
You can find us on Instagram. If you look to the far, wait, this side.
I know, I'm always pointing.
Oh, this side. You can find us on Twitter at Kingdoms Queens, 2 S's. You can find us on Instagram at The Kingdoms Queens, 2 S's. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us everywhere. If you are not following us on all of these outlets, please go follow us. Also, when you go to YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get our likes up, guys. We need that support from y'all. So we will be back again next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will have a guest. And I think that's it. Until next time. The Queen is broken. I swear I've been here for 30 episodes, guys.
Have you?
Bye, guys.
See, I hope your dogs aren't barking still. I'm so sorry.
All right. Bye, guys.